got two more. We've got out there Rebecca Grimm Mayfield. Are you out there, Rebecca? And can you unmute yourself? I don't know if I see Rebecca on here. Just
okay,
looking.
there we go. I kept trying to
I was
hold
going
my
to say, you know,
spacebar
I
down.
knew you, I knew you were on, but then I didn't see your name in this. So now there you are. Thank you. Hey, 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 hey,
y'all.
where are you calling from?
I'm in Mays, which is a suburb of Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, cool. Okay. Very good. And who shared ER Shred with you?
That square over there for me, Don Drury.
Oh, let's do that. Watch, ready? Let's do that. Here we go. Which one is it? Oh, you got him. You. So it was Don Drury, right?
Yeah. Yep. He's
And
from
what
back
did
in
he
my
do?
hometown.
He just came and twist your arm and said you're doing this crazy thing.
No, I actually he's quite a bit older than me. Sorry, Don, but he was one of my sister's classmates back up in
cool.
northern Michigan. And so, you know, everybody up there, it's so small. Everyone's friends with each other on Facebook pretty much because, you know, it's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, I just kept seeing Don post and post. And as I'm looking at Facebook every day, feeling like crap because of what I'm eating and my weight and my lack of physical ability that I used to have, the lack of feeling good about myself or feeling that I even look good. And I just would watch Don's post over and over and over. And I don't really interact a lot, but I just post, you know, I just watched it and watched it and watched it. And so then I started doing some research about October, November on the Isagenix and what ER Shred was. And I knew I wasn't emotionally ready to commit over the holidays, that I had to go all in or nothing at all. So I waited until after the holiday, and then I messaged Don and reached out and just said, what do I do? And he's been my guide.
Okay, so that's cool. And before we go any further, what is your passion?
Joy and adventure. We were put here on earth by whatever being you feel put us here.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful place to live. And I want to experience all the joy and all the adventures that this earth has to give through experiences and people.
Like, that's killer. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm just feeling it. Let me feel it, because that's a good one. That was a good one, and I dig it. I'm sitting there while you're saying that, and I'm going, but I don't want to go jump out of an airplane.
Well, airplanes would not have been invented if there was not a purpose behind them. No parachute would have been invented.
You're awesome. Okay, so Rebecca, what unfolded for you on the ER Shred? How did it go?
January 17th was start date. I got everything days ahead of time, lined it all out on my counter, studied Don's guide that he sent me the link to for the ER Shred and for the Isagenix, and sat down with my calendar and wrote down how this was going to play out for me. Mm-hmm. Don also hooked me up, and I don't know if we're allowed to say the name brand of something, but a box of meat that comes to your house once a month.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. One of those. Yeah.
The picture box.
Yeah.
And so I had that pre-ordered and ready and had that all, you know, planned out, because steak and shrimp and bacon. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
And so I just had it all set up, and with my busy erratic work schedule, I knew that this would have to be planned. All 11 days would have to be planned. And I did, and I had to lean on Don quite a bit right there, those, you know, through each of those first events of, you know, the first shred, which started January 17th. And sure enough, at the end of my very first shred, I had amazing results.
What were they?
Let me get my piece of paper so I get my numbers right. At the end of my first shred, it was, Don, do you remember how much? I didn't put my first shred. I put what I'm in day 9 of my second shred, and I'm at 17 pounds. I think I was like at 12 pounds.
Cool.
Or
yeah.
Yeah. But And as of this morning, I am down a total of, how many inches? 26 and a half inches.
Oh my gosh.
So
Congratulations. Wow.
thank you.
Wow. Everyone's clapping for you, just so you know. I like to call our ER shred warriors heroes, because as one individual pointed out, we have a lot of conditioning that we're trying to overcome that we weren't even aware of. And for us to be able to take back control, I think it takes a hero. What other benefits did you realize as you took back control?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was on it even affects your emotions and your mental abilities. That I was on a stress related, through work and just a stress related carbo load and sugar load, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pepsis, full on Pepsis a day. No problem to order out, lasagna for lunch and spaghetti with meatballs for dinner. And that, I wasn't feeling good. And if I don't feel good, food makes me feel better. So I'm going to order this big dish of spaghetti and meatballs and just, wow, it's been 5 days and every meal I've had is bread and carbs, so, but
Totally.
and then
I think we're all sitting here going, we know exactly what you're saying.
yeah,
You're not,
with the shred, it was just like, oh my gosh, it wasn't even day 4 and no more headache, no more sugar cravings. I passed a box of donuts and I think my stomach actually flopped in disgust. It just turned everything off. I literally, after years and years of either a Coke or a Pepsi addiction, probably 20, 30 years of it, I have no desire. This right here, quality H2O, it's my addiction now.
You actually have not had any soda since?
No.
Wow. Have you ever tried to give up soda before?
Once or twice, and within a week, I'm back on it because there's nothing. Your body is still craving because I still have sugars from other things.
Yeah.
And it's like your brain gets addicted.
I agree 100%. Let's talk about how you feel energy wise, emotionally. How's that all going?
Oh, it's incredible. Don told me day 5, come alive. He was not kidding. I mean, I woke up that morning and I went into work and organized, planned 5 or 6 different projects that had been sitting there and just kind of like, I might get to that one. I might get to that one. Done. I mean, and with such mental clarity, like, why didn't I do this before? And in the last week or two, or week and a half since, as I've progressing my second shred, I have been so productive at work. I feel, today I had to get in and out of a tractor trailer truck, just popped in, popped out. Wow, that wasn't even an effort. I even jumped off the last step without even thinking. So
I'm sitting here thinking, I love how people like yourself share these quality of life enhancements. And like, we don't even really, like, I didn't ask for that. But you know what I mean? Like, as you think about how do I feel? Do you know how much I'm getting done? Like, that is.
Yeah. And it makes obviously, and then it's like, oh my gosh, that makes you, when you talk about feel as emotional, it changes your emotions because you're feeling proud and happy with yourself, which then snowballs into, I'm still passing those donuts, the whole office is ordering out from McDonald's, and no, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my egg and bacon.
Yeah. It gets better. And I don't say that hypishly. I don't say that, it gets better. The emotional component and the joy and really the awareness of self, the self-observation is the biggest phenomenon of all for me that I realized through my ER shred experience. I almost feel like I can suspend above my body and watch myself and observe my behavior. just like my body has the ability now to speak to me about food, I feel like my being has the ability to improve my how would you call that, my human. My being has the ability to observe and improve my human. It's phenomenon. So anything else you've noticed around anything at all? I want to make sure you get it all out.
Well, muscle strength, things like that. One of my joys is I love going down near Destin, Florida, and landing, getting off the airplane and going right to the kayak and getting out there kayaking. Last summer was miserable in that heat and trying to get in and out of a kayak and the weight and the feeling like I was and my muscle tone. And I'm already, just getting down on the floor and squatting down and just standing up without the aid or assistance of anything. And that goes to that joy of life, the joy of adventure. I mean, I'm 3.5 weeks into this, and I'm planning on almost continual shredding until I get where I want, with just the short break in between, 3 to 5 day break, depending on the calendar and my events. I have no problem eating this way. I love the way I feel. Why would I change? Why would I even introduce another food at this point in time? Now down the road, yes.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, this Sunday for Super Bowl is one of my off days between shreds, and I'm not going to go hog wild. I did get grass fed, things to make nachos and whatnot,
Sure.
nachos and whatever. But I'm going to indulge on Sunday a little bit, but I also know in my heart that I don't want to overindulge because I know how I'll feel afterwards.
Good word.
And I don't want to go to work.
Good word, though. Good word. You're an ER shredder. Good word. Indulge a little. I like that. We don't like the word cheat because cheat carries with it shame. Man, I'm digging on your story, and I totally know you came alive. I totally see that you did come alive. How do you feel about the person who shared ER shred with you now, based on the result you've had?
Lifesaver. I mean, I'm 57, and I know at the end of the summer when I turn 58, I'm going to Michigan and I'm taking Don out to a steak dinner coming through Grand Rapids.
I love that. I love that, because that's what we're trying to say, guys. Like, word of mouth is the most effective form of influencing people and getting something out there to the world and helping people. And what's cool about this is Don, when he hears that gratitude, when he feels that gratitude, it makes him feel like a superhero. So not only do you have the ability to become a hero, but you just made someone else a superhero. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited to have you with us. And I just want to encourage you to keep playing in the group, please, because all of you that have come on, please keep playing, because it's a good group. It's a good tribe. It's all goodness, and we need more of our like kind. We can't get enough. Thank you so much.